What's up, guys? So I got another reaction. Looks like to be a short clip, so let's just get started and check it out.
Okay, so I am in Oakland, San Francisco area visiting my boyfriend, and we had dinner with his mother last night. My boyfriend hopped on the grill, blah blah blah. So of course, my baby is the only child, so his parents got 1,001 questions for me, which of course I, do a good job. And his mother just came out and asked me, "So how old are you?" And I said 30. And she was like, "Are you? I thought you were older than my baby, which he's 35." And I'm like, "No." She said, "I honestly thought you were 40." I'm like, "What?" And she was like, "No, no, 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 no. Not because of the way that you look, because you look young." She said, "But the way you speak and the way that you carry yourself and your maturity level." I ain't gonna cap, y'all. With me being 30 and she thinking that I'm 40, I still took that to heart. No cap, no cap. But honestly, I get that a lot. People always think I'm older than what I am because of the way I carry myself and the way I speak and my demeanor. And of course, she's asking me a million questions to get to know the woman that her son is with. And I basically explained to her why I am as mature as I am. I've been grown since the age of 10. I got 12 siblings and we all just raised each other. We was raised in and out of foster care shelters and all that, so I had to grow up quick. Like I was paying bills as a teenager. So then when you hit adulthood, it's like, it's not much of a shock. Mind you, being ratchet outside, ghetto, never, ever, ever been a part of my character. I've never been to jail, never been arrested. Like, I've never done one wrong thing in my life.
Which is a testament to her. Many in the black community or minority community, right? You are pushed to kind of, or you have responsibilities much earlier than most cultures, right? Because they need you to be contributing to the family. So you're pushed to more maturity levels, right? Contributing to the family, taking care of siblings, stuff like that. So it's a testament to her where even though she, like many other people in the minority community, she's pushed to handle responsibilities, high level responsibilities early. She still didn't fall into life where she said, the ratchetness, the ghettos, the attitude, just the bad lifestyles. So it's a huge testament to her.
Honestly. So it's just, but I give credit to my siblings, right? I'm third to the youngest out of all 12. I'm third to the youngest. And I watched them hop up off the porch, run around with boys, get pregnant, go to jail for drugs, and I seen what it did to their life, right? So I'm already knowing that, yeah, it's not for me. It didn't work for you, so why would this work for me? So let me stay in school.
See, that's a quote that I love to live by, right? Is that a smart person learns from their mistakes. A wise person learns from other people's mistakes. I wish people learn that quote or live by that quote more often than not. Because in the minority community, we all see bad examples, yet for some reason we need to experience these bad examples to learn it from ourselves, which sometimes we don't even learn from it. So that's the craziness. It would be such a amazing thing if you actually just see these terrible examples and actually be the opposite. Learn from it. Say that I don't want to be a single mother. I don't want to do the gang life, the street shit, the drug stuff, shooting people, all these things, right? And try to implement a better lifestyle for yourself, right? Be more strict, hold yourself to boundaries, be smarter, right? Be wiser.
Because I seen that you didn't stay in school and look what happened to you. Yeah, let me stay in the house. Because you off the porch real bad and look what happened to you. You know, let me not focus on boys because I grew up obese, so nobody wanted me anyway, so that part was easy. Um, Let me focus on something different because I seen what you focus on and it didn't work for you. So my siblings was phenomenal examples of what not to be. So me bumping my head up against the wall never happened, never had to happen because I watched other people do it and decide if it hurt them, yeah, it's definitely going to hurt me.
Well, I would say, I mean, ratchetness can be a look, but the problem is men are not necessarily turned off by the look. It's more about the attitude. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can have fake nails, long eyelashes, fake hair, whatever. I mean, it's not the best thing, but I mean, if it also comes along with the attitude, that will turn off men. I mean, having long eyelashes, nails, what a hair, it's not necessarily, it won't necessarily turn off men, but it's the attitude that will turn off men and definitely not keep men. So really, that's not a big, and no surprise, it's a woman that says that, right? Men, they they care more about the attitude. But yeah, I mean, you could dress a bit more ladylike or more uh, less fake, but it's not the biggest deal. So yeah, this is what I pretty much said. Pretty much what I said too. So, and that is the key. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing where it says, they learn from, from doing it. So it is more important to actually learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make it. That can be worked on. Never let perfection be the enemy of good. Remember, it has never been good to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Okay. Nah, soon as she started talking about her childhood, son, get this hood rat out there. You were raised with a mother and a father in a home. You survived, and it won't work. Um. Okay. I mean, what? Yeah, it would be ideal, right? That people are raised with a mother and father, but it's also that doesn't necessarily guarantee you being a well-to-do person, a decent person. So no, it is really up to the person. It's how they handle what life gives them. So here's a woman that, yeah, she was dealt a bad hand. She was dealt a bad hand in life, and she learned from it. Learned from it, and also learned from other people's mistakes. Let's just say it's a journey. It depends on what you do along your journey. You don't. It would have been better where she had better a more structured home, but again, it didn't. It would not made it 100% a fact that she would have turned out correct or she would turn out a decent human being. So I don't necessarily agree with this. I mean, like I said, it would be beneficial. I mean, see, in the world where, one thing can completely change your life, you try the best to have the most optimal, conditions, right? You want a mother and father, I mean, a good, decent mother and father, raise you well. You want a middle class family, you want a good neighborhood, you want a good school. It's like all these little things, right? To give yourself the best possible outcome. But these are all just external factors. There are serial killers out there that had all this and still turn out to be murderers, right? So that's the thing where it's not necessarily 100% the your environment. It's just it also could be just you, how you deal with it. How I mean, there's rich people that are spoiled or just terrible human beings. So it's just how you use your environment, use the knowledge, everything around you to make your life how you see fit. It's about accountability. So it's a woman that, you know what, saw the examples of life that she didn't want to live. So she tried her best to change it. So more power to her. I don't necessarily. This is not a fact, right? Yeah, I mean, like here's another person talking about the looks, but I mean, yeah, the looks would have been would have helped her argument, but it doesn't hurt it, or it's not necessarily destroy her argument. Um, Again, like I said, it's about the personality. If the personality didn't fit, or it fit with her looks, then that could have been the problem. But yeah, I hope that what she said is true. That she doesn't have the attitude. Um, I would say at 30, it would have been more believable at, let's say, 25. Because at 30, you're at the age where it's really, um, it's questionable, in my opinion. Because you wonder why, okay, if this woman is such, I mean, like, a good attitude woman that was saw these bad examples and wanted to be the opposite of it, right? Not a single mom, not hood, not ratchet, a good, well-to-do attitude, proper, maybe ladylike. She would have had someone already, so that could have been an issue, but or that could have hurt her argument more to question. I could say that it took her more time necessarily, right, to develop a better attitude, personality, view of the world. So that could have been it too. Also, yeah, it could have been her looks that had a detriment to her. She said she was obese, but I mean now she didn't. She doesn't look skinny, but she doesn't look. I guess not necessarily. I would call her obese, right? So she could have took time to work on herself more. So that's probably why it's a little bit later in her life. But if at 30 she was a well-to-do woman and found a man, maybe it's now she'll show the results of what she's saying. But yeah, who knows? What do you guys think? Do you guys like in the comments question it? I don't know. But yeah, other than that, later guys.